Hey y'all, this is Amanda and welcome back to my Texas Zone 8A garden. And today I am pretending that it's not 100 degrees outside on the first day of fall. I am pretending that it is fall. Oh, we've had another heat wave and we are right back into those triple digits. But today I put on a scented candle in my house and I am going to do a little bit of a gardening / decoration project for my mom. This is going to be for outside on her back patio. And I am going to be utilizing a pumpkin and doing a dried floral and succulent design on the pumpkin. Okay, if you're like me, you love fall. I absolutely love fall. I got married in the fall. I had a huge fall wedding complete with pumpkins and fall leaves and twinkling lights and the whole shebang. And so every time fall comes around, I absolutely love it. But I wanted to make something for my mom's back porch. They have a beautiful covered back porch and she loves succulents. They are by far one of her favorite things to decorate with, but also garden with. And so today I thought I would utilize a number of items to create a beautiful centerpiece for one of the areas of her back porch. I ended up picking up this pumpkin from Walmart. It is a fake pumpkin, one of those kind of foam pumpkins, and this was $7.44. Now, you can use a fresh pumpkin, but I ended up going with this because I thought this might actually be something that my mom might want to keep for quite a while in the back. She can always paint this pumpkin to be a different color or whatever, but I wanted to stay pretty neutral on this and create something that she can utilize for quite a while in the back. And this guy right here, I chose it because it kind of has like a divot in there, like a place to settle all the dried floral and the succulents. Now I'm also going to be working with some Spanish moss and some reindeer moss and some dried elements that I've collected over the years. I typically get these from a craft store or Home Goods. I also have a wide variety of dried blooms, specifically straw flowers and some dried statice in some kind of autumn tones, but subtle autumn tones, nothing crazy. And then I have 3 succulent plants that I had picked up, new ones, and then I grabbed a couple of succulents that are a little bit larger out of some of the existing designs that I already have. So that's what I'm going to be starting with. I am going to be utilizing a hot glue gun. This is my favorite hot glue gun ever. It's a Ryobi and you just plug in a battery to it. So I love it because it is cordless and it's easy for me to move around. It does drip, so I always like to make sure that I have something underneath it when I'm working with it. So the basic idea or concept, take that off, is I'm going to start by working in some of the moss right here, and then I'm going to start by working in one little succulent at a time and working in some of the dried blooms, and I want it to look really soft and natural. I don't want it to look fixed or hard, just something absolutely beautiful that my mom can really enjoy. So let's get started. I think I'm going to start with more of this dried Spanish moss. I think it's very pretty. So I'm going to just pull some of this out like this. And I'm going to kind of create a wad of it. So I'm actually folding it into itself. I'm going to make a hole and work it over this stem like this. All right, so basically I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to kind of hold this in place, but this is kind of going to give me something to nestle the stems of the succulents and the dried floral down into. Now this is not the only way you can do this project. There are lots of different ones. Okay, that looks really good. Now I think I'm going to start with some of the larger succulents. Now, a lot of y'all might be freaking out going, oh, you can't put hot glue on a succulent. Yeah, you can. You totally can, and it'll be fine. I have utilized hot glue for a lot of years in the floral industry. For those who didn't know, I am a former florist. I actually let my job go about a month ago to focus completely on the YouTube channel, and it's been glorious. But yeah, you can absolutely put hot glue on the ends of a succulent, and it will just grow roots around the glue. They'll grow roots out the side. This does not kill or destroy the succulent. So you are good to go on that, especially if on a project like this, you want to be able to repurpose these succulents. Maybe you want to pull them off come Christmas and utilize them maybe in some kind of type of holiday design, or you want to take them apart and repurpose them for the spring. I'm going to go ahead and place these two larger succulents because I don't have like tons of room on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pre-place them, and then I'm going to fill back in with smaller accents. But yes, the hot glue, it's not going to kill the succulents. Succulents are pretty strong. Okay, there we are so far. Looking good. Got those two in. All right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to start trimming some of these kind of smaller pieces of succulents. I have a wide variety over here. So let me start by just going to cut off a few of these. And I'm going to clean the ends just a little bit so I can actually see a little bit of the stem, because that's where I want to put the hot glue. I'm not necessarily putting the hot glue on the leaves of the succulent. I want to put it on the stem because the stem is a stronger part of the succulent than the leaf. I definitely want it to look like the succulents are kind of draping down. Let's do a few of these guys over here. I'm going to remove some of the lower leaves. And I'm not using like a lot of really big succulents. I really just want them to be small, simple, really detailed kind of look. So you saw that the two that I started off with were my biggest ones. Okay, I think I'm going to start tucking it in a few dried blooms before I get too far. The blooms I have are straw flowers that I grew in my own garden, and some status blooms that I also grew in my garden. And I like these because they're going to just bring a little bit of color to the design that'll tie in with the color of the pumpkin. So the straw flower that I'm using has like a little bit of a rust color to it. And the status has a little bit of a mauvey, peachy tone. Okay, I love how it turned out. I think it's so fun, so pretty. Something very cool to have as a centerpiece. It's not obtrusive, it's low, so you can still have conversation over it. I love that it's utilizing fresh plants and dried floral, so it really kind of speaks to something I love, but it's also something that my mother absolutely loves. I think this is just going to be a really fun little pick-me-up for her so she can start enjoying and setting out her fall decor. All right, you guys, I have a lot more fall and Halloween videos coming up. This is my favorite time of year where I start decorating my house, and I'm in full-blown gardening mode, prepping during the fall and prepping for the winter. Just a lot of new, exciting things coming up. So I hope you guys will stick with me through the next few months. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.